This video is going to show you a couple of things with regards to Gel Studio's email. The first is setting up an email account on your Gel Studio's hosting solution, and the second is adding your email account to an iOS device. We're going to be doing this on an iPad today. And the third way is accessing your email via the online webmail client. So if you sign into your cPanel with your provided details and go to the email accounts, we're going to add in a test email just for the purposes of demonstration. So we'll just call this test, and we'll select a domain name from underneath here. Let's just give this a password of tester, obviously use something more secure, and press create account. Once you've actually created the email account, you'll see that it appears under here, and you can do a couple of things here. You can change the password, change the quota, or we can actually see lots of technical information for configuring various different clients and so on and so forth. So with that in mind, we're now going to go and add this to an iOS device. So just pop underneath settings, go to mail and add account. We're going to be adding a other, just a simple mail account. In the name, just put in what you would like people to see the name from. So this is when somebody actually opens up the email from you, it shows the name who it's from. Put in the domain name and then the password and press next. This will then give you a couple of options. I would just do IMAP for these. The host name is mail.yourdomain-name. So for example, we've done gelstudios.net, so that's going to be mail.gelstudios.net. The username is your full email address. The password is the same password. The host name again is exactly the same, so that's mail.yourdomain-name. So in this case it's gelstudios.net. The password is again the same password, and the username is the full email address. Press next. Should tick. Give us some options with regards to what it is we would actually like to sync. It's worth mentioning that if you do see any messages here for could not validate server, just simply press continue and press save. This will now be added underneath your mail accounts. If we just create an email, so for the purposes of this I will just send this to myself. Send that off. Hopefully it should be waiting in my email for me. There we go. And then we'll just reply to it. There we go. So that's adding that to an iPad. Very similar process actually on the iPhone. I'll just pull that up very quickly just to show you an example. So again, you would go underneath settings, you would go to your mail, contacts and calendars, you would add an account, which is other, add a mail account, again just for ease we're just going to copy these, so the username is also the full password. So add that. This is the error that I was on about. You just simply press continue and then continue again and then save. And what we should see, because we actually had an IMAP account, is if we go into mail, we should see that message there waiting for us. There we go. So that's actually configuring your email accounts on an iOS device. You also, if you don't have your iOS device on, you have the option to actually access your webmail via a webmail client. To do this, it's simply a case of going to webmail.gelstudios.co.uk, and you can sign in with your email address and obviously your password and log in. From here, you also have a couple of options. You can change your password, set up forwarding, autoresponders and so on and so forth. But if you just simply click on Roundcube, this will present you with a easy to use web interface from which you can do many various email things, such as replying to all, forwarding, etc. It's worth to notice that if your webmail is ever giving you quota warnings, so if you're near your space, if you actually delete a message from here, it doesn't physically remove it from your space. What you need to do is you actually need to go into trash and delete it from there as well, and that will fully remove it and its space. Always remember to log out when you're done. Hope you found this useful. If you have any problems or want to log a support request, just email support@gelstudios.co.uk.